Good afternoon and welcome back to another episode of Help, I Bought a Farm for Farming Simulator 22. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Moonshine production mod by Leslie the dog. Now this mod can be found in various mod sites for Farming Simulator 22. I'll put a link in the description for you if you're interested. It comes with some additional content such as the yeast production and a production revamp. Now without these additional content you won't be able to produce your moonshine, you won't be able to sell your moonshine or any of the additional components required to make the moonshine. Now this mod requires quite a bit of effort. There's other moonshine mods out there that just require one or maybe two ingredients. You know, get some potatoes or some other sort of fruit and vegetables and bish bash bosh, that's you, you've got your moonshine. But this one here's it's a bit more immersive in my opinion. It'll keep you busy, that's for sure. There's a lot more to do in this mod. So let's take a look at it. I've got my banged up bus here from the Platinum expansion. It's not part of the mod, but it kind of goes with the running theme. Yeah, so let's take a look. So we can press escape and we can open up the production. And we can see here we've got absolutely loads of components that we need. Let's start with the barley, corn, potatoes, grape juice and strawberries. Now we don't need all of these, we just need one. In my opinion though, if you take the grape juice for example, that is going to require quite a lot of work. First you'll have to grow your grapes, then you have to take your grapes to the, I think it's called a grape juice factory, and then bring your grape juice to your moonshine still. That's just adding some extra work there for you. Strawberries on the other hand, a few greenhouses, you can produce them all year round. However, strawberries are worth quite a bit of money, so you can sell the strawberries to make a bit of profit. Potatoes, yeah, very good for making moonshine. So I hear. But the potatoes, the equipment required to harvest your potatoes could be quite expensive. So which leaves us with barley and corn. Now in my opinion you get loads and loads of barley. Just have one massive field for your barley and that should be enough to keep you going for your moonshine. We also require some other ingredients here. Let's take a look at some of the easier ones. Water, for example. We can just get our a big tanker and a tractor and fill that up at the pond or the lake, nice and easy, free water. Sugar. Now we will require the sugar production plant, I think it's called, or a sugar factory. So in your construction menu, under production, sugar mill it's called, there it is there. So let's see, replace for sugar mill. Let's just dump it here. And all that it requires is some sugar beets. And we can take our sugar beets, just dump them in the back of the factory. And wait a couple of months and bish bash bosh, we've got our sugar. In addition to sugar, you'll notice that we need some yeast and some methane. Now we'll come back to the yeast because that can get quite complicated. Methane on the other hand, very simple. If we've got some cows or some pigs, we can get manure and make methane. And how we would make the methane is in your construction menu, go into production again, and if you have the pumps and hoses pack, you can build one of these fermenters, and that's okay. And from what we can see, the fermenter, it requires an input of sugar beet cuts, silage, manure or slurry. So if you've got your pigs and your cows, they'll make manure and slurry. Silage, nice and easy, you can get that from grass. And if you're growing sugar beets anyway for your sugar factory, you can cut some up into sugar beet cut and use that to produce your methane. And you see the outgoing here, we've got digestate and methane. So you set your methane production to distributing, and when you make your methane, that will be distributed straight to your Moonshine distillery. Now let's take a look at the yeast. There's quite a lot involved to get yeast, unfortunately, but as I say, it can be quite enjoyable if you're into that whole immersiveness of the game. So for a yeast production, we're going to need the yeast production factory, I think it's called. Go back into production, I think it's right along at the end. Yeah, yeast production. This comes along with the mod, with the Moonshine mod. And yeast is one of the things that we need to create our moonshine. So there's the yeast factory there. I'll do another video in the yeast production, but for now we'll just look at the options here. So again, you can see it needs a lot of input and we get output of yeast. Water, easy, get that from the lake. Molasses, we can buy that from the store, so that's going to come with the production revamp, and buy that in the store. And it'll be in pallets towards the end, and there's your molasses there. You just buy these pallets and take them to your yeast production factory. But you'll notice here it also needs empty pallets and cardboard. So these require 2 extra factories to make. So let's take a look at the cardboard first of all. And again, that'll be in your construction menu, production. And it should be near the... Yeah, so there's the Moonshine mod. Moonshine production, or submarine still it's called. Towards the end as well, yeast production. These are other mods I've got here for the total mix ration. But what we need is the mod here for the paper and cardboard. I'll be able to put that. I'll just dump it here for now. And again, I could probably do another video on this mod, but it's fairly simple. Back in your production chains, paper and cardboard, there it is there. And to produce cardboard, we need glue. We can buy this from the store. Again, that should have came in with the production revamp with your mod for your moonshine. Water, easy from the lake. Wood chips, again easy, we can chop up some trees. But we also need some empty pallets. And if you notice that we also need pallets for our cardboard, empty pallets for the cardboard as well. So how do we make pallets? We go back into construction and into production chains. Somewhere near, there we are. Pallet and barrel production. Just put that there. There it is. Okay, so we're barrel and pallet production. We can produce pallets or barrels, funnily enough. We'll also get wood chips from making these, so we can decide what we want to make, either barrels or pallets or both. And to make the barrels, or to make the pallets, sorry, we need beams and planks. So how do we make beams and planks? And back into the construction menu, go to production. And where is it? There we go. Sawmill. There we have a sawmill. Again, I can do another video on using the sawmill, but that's what we need. And if we take a look, where's the sawmill? There's a sawmill there, and we need wood planks, and we also need beams. So you can see wood planks, and we require wood. So we're going to have to chop down a lot of trees, but also when we're making planks, we're going to get wood chips, which is great because we need wood chips anyway for our cardboard. So here we go. You have skipped forward to in November, and we can see here there's the moonshine jars are spawning here. Now, don't forget to actually spawn the moonshine. So if you click on your moonshine bottles here, your outgoing products, and if you press enter, you can change it to selling, distributing, storing, or spawning. And then you also have to press the space bar to spawn the items there, and then you can choose how much you want to spawn. So I've got one for a pallet, so I spawned an extra pallet there. So because it's set to spawning, they should now actually spawn in these pallets. You have to spawn the pallets in order for them to spawn the jars of moonshine. Sugar factory again there has made the sugar for me. The methane, I've got that set to distributing in the fermenter, so it's set there to distributing. I haven't made any yet for some reason. Not anymore. Oh yeah, I just recently filled that up. My yeast, again spawning here. You do have to do the same as the moonshine production and spawn the yeast crates to allow you to pick them up. Then we have the cardboard factory. There's the cardboard boxes are spawned in there. Again, you have to actually choose the option for them to spawn. And my empty pallets is here. What's that? Yes. Again, you have to actually choose the option for them to spawn. This is where we can pick up the wood chippings. And then you have the lumber mill, the wood chips here. You actually have to use your front loader attachment to get these wood chips, not just as simple as filling it up from the storage. And then this is the beams here and pallets here. Larger pallets will spawn here, and then we've also got the option to build I think it's wooden wall panels or something. They'll spawn here somewhere. And again, you do have to select the option to allow them to spawn. But your moonshine you can sell. Let's have a wee look. Moonshine, I don't. Is it alphabetical order? Nope. Should be added down the bottom. There we are. Moonshine. We can sell that to the fast food restaurant, and it's $11,000, almost $12,000 per 1,000 litres. Grocer Mart, Johnson's Farmer Market, or the bowling alley. You will make in order to make the moonshine, you need to have quite a lot of factories running here, and you will make quite a lot of money selling the stuff that you produce from these factories. The moonshine is just an additional nicety, I suppose. It can still make you quite a bit of cash. But obviously you need all these businesses first of all before your moonshine production will work. You do have the option also, if you wanted to, you could buy the items that you need. Let's see, moonshine, there we are. Barley. Then I click on just buy the barley, buy as much as I want. However, buying your components or your ingredients is just going to eat massively into your profits, so I wouldn't recommend buying them. I do have a field here somewhere which I use. This is my sugar beets, and over here will be my barley. But I think that about does it for the Moonshine mod, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying this long if you're still here. And until next time, goodbye for now.